Hey YouTube, it's Queen Pam here on YouTube. And I think this is the final thing I'm going to tell you about making your own gems with AstroPaste. I found um, some dyes in my stash besides these little ones so that I could get bigger ones. So this one is by Gina K. I haven't used it yet, but um, these were the ones I found. Don't know who makes them because I put all my gem making things in this bag a long time ago. And so you can get various sizes. And I went through all of my AstroPaste and did the process. And a couple of things I would say is to make sure that you spread it thin unless you've got a really good dye, because that dye was loath to go through really thick paper and thick AstroPaste. So also use thinner paper and a thin coat of AstroPaste and let it dry overnight, which I did. All right, that's the end of that. So then I want to show you this book I made. I learned it from a friend, but she learned it from someone on YouTube. I did find them, but I can't find them today. So here it is. And then there's the back, because this fairy hides another fairy. And so it opens like this. And I used all these fairies that I got in a digital kit. And I'm going to have to zoom out because it gets bigger. Each time you open it, it gets bigger. It's almost like a never-ending card in a way. And so that's that. And then I'm going to tell you what I've bought. And I finally, after a month, I ordered it and it took a month to get to me. Some of it was how slow it was shipped, and some of it was the postal service. Fancy die of the month. There they are. And the layering stencils of the month. There they are. I haven't used them. And then I got from Simon this embossing folder because the samples were so beautiful. I had to have it. And I started doing this for myself for another set of things that I'm going to show you. But you can see this. These are Altenew ornate nesting dies. And they really make a small frame and then the piece. So that's how I die cut them, so I would know. And Simon Says pretty bows. I wanted to see them. And they're really, really cute. And I have a fascination with gardening for one. And then that's probably where it comes from in this area of my life. But I like ferns and leafy things. So Arden Creative Studio, Fern Valley. These are really long and very, very fine. Like this one is 5.5, and this one's almost 6. And they're just very delicate, and I just love that. So, and then Picket Fence Hardy Fern dye. Again, it was very delicate. And then these are just unique. Simon Says World series. There's a bunch of them. So this is World Bay, World Leaves, and Fancy Leaves. And then I got all in creative Memory Decks dies, and I cut them out so I could see what they all looked like. Again, some very fine, tiny things, but cute. Oh, garden frames. And then this one is pinned with love. And I don't know if you can see it, but the ruler's embossed, and the pen nibs are also in, all of it's like embossed. These, the flowers were on these too, the leaves, I should say. And then star bolted sentiments. Those words, there are words on these, but I chose thin paper, and so they're not. There you go. Thank you, hugs, I love you, and hello. And then the stars have embossing in a little butts, nuts, not butts, butts, and oh my goodness, I will be stuck now. Boats and nuts all have embossed designs on them as well. And I think these will fit the Heidi Swap um, memory deck spinner. And I have some other memory decks things somewhere. So I will mix and match those together. But that's not all. That's not all. So 1 second. Those are all going to go in this binder that my friend Teresa gave me. And I found this old book. So I have two passions, card making and art journaling. So I found this when I was decluttering and downsizing some of my collection, but I could not let this go because so many designs. And I don't want to show that because it's a paid class, but Gina K has these free in her group for the master layouts. And so I started this process with those. And then I got this from All in Create 2. It's D192. Now I'll have to find it because it probably has another name. Yeah, it does. It is Retro Makes, and I bought it strictly really for these little squiggly things because when I'm art journeying, a little piece of that will be cool. And these all fell out of there. I didn't glue them all down. And that was left from cutting this one out. And I thought that'll be a cool frame. And then after the master layouts prompted me to do that, I had bought all of the compositions from Lisa Horton. And that being a European company, I needed to see what the sizes were because some of them are, weird for us Americans. So I cut them all out and measured them for the most part. And I wanted to see them. There we go. Got the glare off for the most part. B, there's A to F. And like I said, I did not measure, stop, all of them, but somewhat, so that I could see what the sizes are. And so That's it for my love of stamping. But this lady's name I do remember, Cherie Burlington on YouTube. She does a lot of jelly printing, or that's what I looked at on her channel. And she listed these. Let me get that. Let me do this so we can see them. I cut the borders off like she does. And since these were so inexpensive off of Amazon before the boycott, I didn't feel bad about cutting them. But I have not cut all of them yet, because that just seems like, I don't know, it's kind of bothering me, but I understand why, because then you don't get a border on your print. And also from Joggles, well, not also from Joggles, but from Joggles, I got some stamps by BB Henry Art, some foam stamps for my love of art journaling, sorry. And grunge lines, stacked ovals. So I guess, that way. I just love an X or a cross. This one was really cool. Grunge pluses. And Art Marks cluster. And smile circle grid. And another thing that Cherie Burlington talked about was this. And it makes a really nice print on your gel plate. And it is Rug Pad by Gorilla. Yeah, by Gorilla Grip. And so I've cut a piece off and I've got all that left. And I think, nope. And then Carrie the Crafter showed you how to make this mark making tool. It makes grungy type lines out of mat board. And I've yet to try it, so it's still clean and pristine. These might also print. I'm going to try it on both sides, but this is the design, the way it was designed. So as always, I leave you in the hands of the creator. I hope you're having a creative time, and bye-bye.